So it appears that Kanye's wife, Bianca Censori, may not be who she claimed to be, as new revelations have surfaced exposing her true identity, which doesn't look good. Bianca and Kanye have been married for about 2 years, with numerous allegations suggesting that Kanye was mistreating her with his peculiar public humiliation kink. However, it was shocking to discover that Kanye may not be mistreating Bianca. Instead, she is allegedly the one in control. A few days ago, some explosive information emerged, suggesting that Bianca has been working for powerful figures in Hollywood as Kanye's handler. Even more troubling, rumors now suggest that Bianca is working behind the scenes to place Kanye under a conservatorship and take control of his finances. This situation is set to become quite messy. It's astonishing to think that Bianca has managed to deceive everyone for so long, especially since fans have been sympathetic towards her and critical of Kanye's behavior. Many people have expressed concern for Bianca, as her relationship with Kanye seemed suspicious from the beginning. After nearly being canceled, Kanye vanished from the public eye, only to reappear with a new wife, Bianca Censori. This part is crucial to remember, as we'll return to it shortly. Kanye didn't make any public announcement about the wedding, and the only reason the public found out was because he was seen wearing a ring, with several insiders confirming that he had married Bianca in a private ceremony. The marriage was so secretive that even Bianca's family and Kanye's ex, Kim Kardashian, were unaware of it, only finding out through social media like everyone else. Kim immediately began throwing shade at Kanye on her Instagram stories, indicating that she, too, was unaware of the marriage. She posted a quote saying, "I'm really in my quiet girl era. I don't have much to say, just much to do." She also wrote, "Just remember, the black sheep usually turns into the goat. Keep doing you, and people who want to see you win will help you win. Remember that." The surprising part of all this is that the Kardashians had suspicions about Bianca from the beginning, but everyone assumed they were just bitter about Kanye moving on. A source claimed that the family isn't considering this a real marriage yet. They aren't sure what it is and are waiting to see if Kanye files any legal documents. They are worried because if the marriage is legitimate, Bianca would be involved in the children's lives. Several anonymous sources have claimed that Kanye and Bianca's relationship is perfect and have dismissed the criticism from detractors. One source stated, "Ye has been a megastar for 2 decades, and his first marriage was to someone who lives almost full-time in front of a camera." Bianca and Ye have a completely different vibe. They are very private, very affectionate, and totally devoted to each other. I think they both enjoy carving out time that's just for them. This comment seemed to indirectly criticize Kim. Another insider told US Weekly that things couldn't be better for Kanye and Bianca, saying they are doing amazingly well. Kanye feels he has finally met someone who truly understands and loves him for who he is. Bianca compliments Kanye on many levels, and he values and respects her opinions. She keeps him grounded, and he's feeling better than ever. However, things took a strange turn a couple of weeks ago when Kanye was sued by his former assistant, Lauren Piatt. She claimed that Kanye behaved inappropriately towards her during her employment. Lauren said Kanye initially hired her to work on his Yeezy fashion line during its first season before making her his assistant. It wasn't long before he started acting inappropriately, beginning with a request for her to delete her OnlyFans account. Lauren had been supporting herself through her OnlyFans profile in 2021 when she met West. She says he hired her for the first season of his Yeezy women's fashion line, and they ended up collaborating on 3 tracks from his Donda album, though she does not have any formal credits on the record. Kanye later hired Piatt as his personal assistant, with an annual salary of $1 million, with the condition that she be available 24/7. Lauren agreed to these terms, but things worsened when Kanye allegedly started sending her inappropriate texts. After she closed her OnlyFans account, she claims she received explicit messages from West. including adult videos. Payot also alleged that Kanye masturbated while talking to her on the phone and, on one occasion, did so in front of her after trapping her in a private room on his plane. She reported that he made explicit remarks like, "See, my problem is, I'll be wanting to F asterisk asterisk asterisk, but then after I F asterisk asterisk asterisk, I want a girl to tell me how hard they've been fed while I'm fing them. Then I want her to cheat on me." He also reportedly sent her a text saying, "Is my D asterisk 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 racist? It is this fing racist D of mine. I'm going to beat this racist D asterisk 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 for being fing racist. I'm going to stare at pictures of white women with black behinds and beat the SL out of my racist D asterisk asterisk asterisk." Kanye's behavior, if true, seemed outlandish, leading some fans to express concern for Bianca, like one person who said, "Someone help that poor woman get away from that man and get that ninja to a therapy session or something." The situation took another twist when it was revealed that Bianca may have been manipulating the situation behind the scenes. It turns out Bianca may not be the innocent figure many believed her to be. She might be playing a more sinister role. Some now feel they owe Kim and the Kardashians an apology, as they had warned about Bianca from the beginning. Kim even made it clear that she didn't want her daughter North getting too close to Bianca because she didn't trust her, despite North appearing to be fond of Bianca as they were seen holding hands and hugging multiple times. An insider revealed that North thinks Bianca is super cool, which made Kim really upset. The insider claimed that Kim feels Bianca is getting too close to her daughter and is definitely jealous of the new woman in West's life. Co-parenting with Kanye is already challenging, and this situation only adds more tension. Initially, it seemed like Kim was just being a bitter ex, trying to use North to get under Kanye's skin. However, we started seeing headlines about the unhealthy nature of Kanye and Bianca's marriage, and this shifted our perception, making us view Bianca as a victim. One of Bianca's oldest friends spoke to the Daily Mail saying, "Bianca is stuck, and her friends are trying to save her, but no one can because of the blockades Kanye has put up around her. Everyone is extremely concerned. This isn't who she is. She is an incredibly outspoken and lively person who has never wanted to keep her mouth shut." This indicated that she needed Kanye's approval before speaking publicly. This explains her shy and reluctant demeanor in this viral video.
You?
Here's the sale. I suppose just a pair of shorts I wanted to see.
Yeah? Can I get your number?
I'm married.
For real? Oh, damn.
In the clip, she looks so sweet, and fans felt that she was being pushed into a role, acting like someone she wasn't. The drama escalated when news sources revealed that Kanye was being extra controlling. The situation turned out to be even more chaotic than we imagined. A source said, Kanye has a set of rules for Bianca, which include never speaking and wearing what he wants her to wear. This explains her strange and concerning outfits. But it got worse, because another source claimed that Kanye was not only controlling her outfits, but also dictated what she ate, where she went, and everything else in her life. The source added, she is also required to eat certain foods and to work out. Even though Kanye doesn't work out, he has been able to control Censori completely because he allegedly convinced her that they're royal. She has no mind of her own anymore. There were rumors that her family and friends tried to stage an intervention, but it was a disaster. Bianca reportedly believed her friends were just jealous of her celebrity husband and newfound status as a West, and didn't genuinely care about her well-being. An insider said a few of her friends were finally able to reach her, but she wasn't interested in talking, nor was she interested in anyone's concerns for her. This entire situation has made fans increasingly worried for Bianca. However, the narrative started to shift, with some reports suggesting that Bianca was gradually taking control of Kanye's life. A source said, Kanye's new wife, Bianca Censori, runs the show, including his daily schedule and deals with all of his business affairs. A source mentioned that Kanye's new wife, Bianca Censori, manages everything, including his daily schedule and business affairs. Initially, this was surprising because Bianca isn't known as a businesswoman and has no known experience running a business. She reportedly worked as an architect for Yeezy, which seemed odd since it's unclear why Yeezy would need an architect. This seemed like an excuse to explain how she met Kanye, but it didn't quite add up. It became even more puzzling when Bianca began handling Kanye's business matters without any prior business experience. It's a bit suspicious, right? Things got even more interesting when Bianca's wholesome image was exposed as a facade. She often comes across as sweet and innocent, but it appears this was just an act. According to reports, Bianca comes from one of the most notorious mob families in Australia. Her father, Elia Leo Censori, served hard time in prison after being convicted in 1982 for possessing a prohibited import substance and was sentenced to 5 years, with a minimum of 3. Her uncle, Bianca Censori, is a notorious gangland figure once called Melbourne's Al Capone. Bianca was sentenced in Western Australia for a crime, but his sentence was later commuted to life imprisonment. Her oldest brother, Edmondo, known as Eddie Capone, has a history of convictions in Victoria for violent offenses, including assaulting police, theft, and making threats. It's quite shocking to be compared to Al Capone, one of the most infamous criminals in history. So, this situation is highly concerning. Bianca's family has a deep history in shady businesses, including running an illegal gambling operation and possibly more. Bianca wasn't oblivious to any of this. She grew up in a $2.8 million mansion and knew exactly what was going on. Her innocent persona was just a front. The situation gets even more complicated because it seems like Bianca is already making significant moves in Kanye's life. Rumor has it that Bianca recently obtained power of attorney over Kanye. For those unfamiliar with the term, power of attorney, POA, is a legal document granting an attorney or legal agent the authority to act on behalf of another person, known as the principal. The agent can have broad or limited authority to make decisions on the principal's behalf, including matters related to medical care, finances, or property. A POA is often used when the principal is incapacitated due to illness or disability, or when they are not available to sign off on important financial or legal transactions. Isn't it strange that Bianca has power of attorney over Kanye when he isn't sick, disabled, or mentally incapacitated? Why would he even need that? Kanye built Yeezy into a billion-dollar brand, so why would he hand everything over to Bianca? According to reports, Kanye is dealing with negative press and needs a career overhaul, and it seems his wife is stepping in to help. The U.S. Sun allegedly obtained documents showing that Bianca was granted special power of attorney over one of Kanye's properties back in March. Unlike general power of attorney, special power of attorney limits decision-making to specific situations. Reportedly, she now controls his house in Hidden Hills, the property Kanye bought directly across from his ex-wife Kim Kardashian. A source told the U.S. Sun that Bianca plans to take control of Kanye's business, suggesting this is just the beginning. It appears she has a hand in everything Kanye owns, his homes, business, bank accounts, you name it. It feels like she owns Kanye and everything he has. Honestly, this is giving off major Britney Spears conservatorship vibes, especially with all the documentation about Kanye supposedly being mentally unstable. There have been years of talk about Kanye's mental state, so it wouldn't be surprising if rumors of a conservatorship began circulating. In fact, it seems like that's already happening. Let's go back to the beginning of Kanye and Bianca's relationship and how Kanye disappeared just before their wedding. Now, there are reports that Bianca was allegedly appointed as Kanye's handler during his disappearance, which could explain their quick marriage and her sudden involvement as a supposed Yeezy architect who worked for him. Before Kanye's disappearance, he had clashed with some powerful industry figures and made anti-Semitic comments that upset many. He tweeted, I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are also Jews. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who opposes your agenda. Kanye boasted that he could say these things without consequence, thinking Adidas would never drop him. The thing about me and Adidas is like, I could literally say anti-Semitic, and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things, and Adidas can't drop me.
The thing about it, me and Adidas, is like, I could literally say anti-Semitic shit and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me.
He later had an interview with Piers Morgan, who urged him to apologize, but Kanye refused and left the interview. Morgan suggested, I think you should say to the Jewish people, I'm sorry for the offensive language I used in that tweet. I won't do that again. This is what I really meant. I think people would respect you if you said that. Kanye replied, Okay, so I'll tell people when I would apologize for the tweet. This is what has to happen first. I need all the top executives in Hollywood. I need the top executives at the NBA and the NFL. We'll focus on those two sports specifically.
I think you should say to the Jewish people, I'm sorry for the offensive language I used in that tweet. I wouldn't do that again. This is what I really meant. I think people would respect you if you said that.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell people when I would apologize for the tweet. This is what has to happen first. I need all of the top executives in Hollywood. I need the top executives at the NBA and at the NFL. We'll do those two sports specifically.
Things became even more alarming when Kanye ranted about how Hollywood elites couldn't control him. It's scary. They can't control you. They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize you. They can't control you. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They could control Charles Barkley. They could control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce, but they can't control me. You see? There's no name I won't name.
It's scary. They can't control you. They can't. They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize
They
you.
can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
Not
see,
you.
it ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
In another video, Kanye declared he was going to war. I'm going to war. You know, I don't have endless resources. I only have, honestly, only maybe $120 million in my account. But what I'm not going to let happen is, I'm not going to let my kids take over Yeezy someday and have a boardroom telling them what to do and talking behind their back.
I'm going to war. You know, I don't have endless resources. I only have honestly only maybe $120 million in my account. But what I'm not gonna let happen is I'm not gonna let my kids take over Yeezy someday and have a boardroom telling them what to do and talking behind their back.
This should have been a major red flag that something was happening, but we didn't think too much of it until he disappeared. The next thing we knew, he popped up married to this mystery woman, and nobody in his circle even knew about it. Yeah, definitely suspicious. The next thing we knew, he signed over power of attorney to her, including his pre-Yeezy brand. This was after he made it clear that he wanted to protect the brand for his kids to inherit, so a board doesn't end up bossing them around. But then he goes and signs everything over to Bianca. This is CSSF. Knowing what we know now, a lot of puzzle pieces are falling into place, like those rumors about Kanye planning to start an adult movie production company. That was hella weird, especially since Kanye was openly talking about how adult movies ruined his life. Him starting a company to produce those movies is SKGSF. According to reports at the time, Bianca freaked out about Kanye's plans because she thought he was going to force her to star in them. An insider said, she's freaking out, and with good reason. He's been stringing her around and dressing her like she's a P*** star, and now she knows why. Bianca went along with him, parading her around like she was some kind of freaky fashion show because she thought it would turn her into a star. But skin flicks are beyond the pale. But it seems like she eventually got on board with the idea, even going as far as sharing links to adult content, despite knowing that some underage employees might come across it. According to reports, the videos shared by Censori, who has been married to the rapper since 2022, were accessible to underage staff. No guardrails were put in place to prevent the underage Yeezy season workers from working on Yeezy P******, or to prevent them from being exposed to and being forced to view the content to perform their work. Another source claims the lawsuit further alleges that Kanye's wife, Bianca Censori, sent one employee a file-sharing link containing hardcore activity. The link was reportedly meant for the development of a project, which Ye announced plans for earlier in 2024. While sources are now claiming that Bianca was the real mastermind behind this whole scheme, and with her having power of attorney over everything, yeah, the math is starting to add up. Insiders are spilling that Bianca is controlling and manipulating Kanye on the orders of some very powerful people. And you know the fans are very skeptical, and they've been leaving comments saying, "I'm surprised no one ever figured out Bianca is his handler." Remember when Ye was exposing too much and disappeared for a little bit? Next thing we know, he's married to this woman that no one knew, hidden in plain sight while having everyone convinced that she's his victim. Kim was his first handler, but she couldn't control him. Nobody can control Kanye. Bianca plays like she's being controlled, but she's pulling the reins, and she lets him dress her funny to keep him calm. And she came right after he said nobody can control him. Well, this situation about Bianca is really crazy. I mean, her family, that is definitely SUS. But do you think that she's controlling Kanye, or is Kanye controlling her? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and then check out this next video.